Welcome back, Mr. Verma.
Thank you.
Mr. Verma, what is the extent of land reserved as forest in and around Bangalore urban district?
You know, Balram Sahab, Bangalore city, as I just mentioned, earlier Bangalore was one Bangalore, then it became Bangalore rural, Bangalore urban. Now forest department has further divided one more division called Ramnagaram division. So if we take Bangalore urban, the forest area which has been reserved is 2,190 square kilometers, should be the reserve forest area of Bangalore urban, which is around, sorry, this is the total area of Bangalore urban division. I stand,
Not the forest area.
not the forest.
It is the total area of Bangalore urban
district, out of which forest area reserved is only around 130 square kilometers, which makes it around 5%, as I submitted earlier. It should be minimum 33% as per National Forest Policy, or at least Karnataka's average, which is 20%. So we ought to have at least 4 times more, another 400 square kilometer ought to be added.
Mr. Verma, what is the forest department doing to increase this car?
Yes, as I said, in Bangalore urban, the limitations of the department I have explained.
No, I can understand tree felling,
Yeah.
but you are responsible for tree planting.
Very
here,
true.
Here your department comes to the picture.
Yes, absolutely right. I think we should be pulling our socks in a more concentrated manner and not waiting for the civic agencies to only do the plantation work. We should seek more funds from government. Okay, look, we have got so much area under reserve forest, at least we should try to expand it. And the only way to expand it is to have a very good green belt, as we have been talking about. Because when we talk of Bangalore urban, we also talk about the surrounding areas, Hoskote and this side Dobaspet and this side Nandi Hill side. So if we cover those areas, the catchment area would increase the forest cover for Bangalore urban city.
Mr. Verma, do you need BBMP's permission to plant trees in Bangalore?
No, we do not need
Then
it.
where is the problem?
The problem is, as I said, land and the budget, because civic agencies have already raised a couple of millions of seedling, lakhs and lakhs seedling to be planted. Now they are going to cover certain area, let's say new extensions and new layouts. Forest department, for them to work, there should be good blocks of 10 hectare, 20 hectare. Earlier we were doing the street planting by tree guard method, etc. Now that work has been taken over by these two civic agencies. So for us, we need, let's say, some institutions who have got vast area under their control, they can give to us. So area is a limitation, and correspondingly budget is also a limitation, because everyone thinks that BD and BBMP are doing planting. Why urban division needs budget for taking up tree plantation? Unfortunately, the urban division's original purpose for tree planting has been somehow put in the background now. So we ought to reverse it.
But it is a sad state of affairs, Mr. Verma.
Not at all. We cannot just take excuses into these things. We should be more proactive as a department. Yes.
Mr. Verma, what is the extent of forest land in Bangalore which has been given for non-forest activities? You must have kept track of it.
Yes, I think it is around, I am sorry, I don't have offhand figure, but almost in the past 1,000 hectare or so has been, only from Bangalore urban, has been diverted for non-forestry purpose.
Is it not alarming, Mr. Verma?
As I said, it is alarming, but then Forest Conservation Act, provides for such diversion, and it is always justified in the name of development, or for this work or for that industry we need this land. So
doesn't your department intervene and say this is wrong?
Most of the time, Balram sir, we say no as a department, but things are overruled, because as I said, in the larger picture, always the mentality of development work taking precedence over this environment takes over, and despite our resisting, we end up in allowing diversity of these forests.
As a very senior officer concerned with forests and development of forests, are you not frustrated?
It brings out the frustration many times. In fact, we are, Balram sir, sometimes we feel we are not liked by anyone. we are no department, saying no department always. For everything we say,
You are called as saying no department.
saying no department, no, this is not possible, that is not possible. And so, you know, there is a lack of support or clarity from the various people who decide the destiny of any city or state or country. Yes, they should also know this far and no further. For example, national parks and sanctuaries, this they cannot be touched. So similarly, this for places like Bangalore, if some more stricter, you know, thoughts are brought, I think it would be.
Mr. Verma, who do you report to as minister? Who is your ministerial boss?
Well, we report as a department to our forest minister through the secretary forest. Yes.
Have you brought out these ideas, your frustration, your thinking to the minister?
And not only here, even to the central ministers many times. In fact, I don't know, it will be probably off, it may not be concerning here, but some time back you must have read, I mean, you are such a, you are an editor of par excellence, you know, stature, and you have been in this business of giving us Times of India, and you know that people who are blaming for Naxalism the forest department, the forest officials, as if we have been troubling them, so they have become Naxals. So it is very frustrating, and we have brought it to the notice. No, sir, this is not fair. So that is
interesting observation.
that is a bigger thing. The smaller thing is here every time, and that is why, you know, the tree cutting permission was taken away from us overnight. The orders
So
were passed,
whatever you do, they blame you.
and if you don't do, we get blamed by public.
So damned you do, damned you don't.
Absolutely. In fact, this is the exact sentence I recounted in one of the staff meetings before Honorable Minister. In fact, he himself was feeling very frustrated. He was quoting the present forest minister. He was quoting one of the power stations coming in Shivasamudram area, and he asked us, "Why don't you stop it?" And we said, "Sir, this is what happens. If we stop here, we will be blamed by other departments if we don't." But I am glad that at least you are talking our language. So sometimes we get sympathetic. You know,
I pity you, Mr. Verma. And Mr. Verma, compared to Bangalore urban district, what is the extent of land reserved for forest in Bangalore rural district?
Bangalore rural area is quite, I would say, still not bad. Almost 65,000 hectares, that is 650 square kilometers, are reserved for Bangalore rural.
So Bangalore rural is much better than.
Much better than
what
Bangalore rural, including Ramnagar, because we have carved out a Ramnagar division. But then for public, let's not confuse
So
them.
at least in rural areas, forest department has powers.
Well, you can say the developmental pressure are less there. So yes, we are able to maintain.
So once they also start joining the Bangalore style of development, you will have it.
In fact, this is one of the very good observations made by you, which is what is going to be the future. If you see the urbanization's rate of
So we should
expansion.
plan it now itself very well. Otherwise, it will also go the Bangalore way.
Absolutely right.
So green cover will vanish.
Further vanish, yes, yes.